They rose to meet me in the store. Two of them bone and bead and paint. They rose like they had done this before, like this old woman was something quaint. I watched them climbing through my lightning. I watched them spreading wide their hands. I tasted something coming off them, something neither one had planned. Fear, just the edges of it, just the first cold fingertip of it. And the darkness in me opened up its mouth and drank. I am old, I am cold, I am deep. I have buried everything I loved and I did not sleep. I am old, I am cold, I am deep. Below me the men of Ironmark are dying. Below me banners fall and break. I rake the horde with cold dark fire. I do not pause, I do not shake. My left hand finds the lightning, my right hand finds their throats. My grief becomes the wind beneath me, my rage becomes the notes. They thought that two was all they needed. They thought that two meant I would fall. They forgot I am not fighting. I am not fighting them at all. I am ending them. There is a difference. I am old, I am cold, I am deep. I have buried everything I loved and I did not sleep. I am old, I am cold, I am deep. I will teach you what fear tastes like, you who fed on smaller things. I will show you what it looks like, looking up at what grief brings. You sent your hoard to my daughter's village. You weighed her life and called it small. You thought the cold ash on my hands was all that I was after all. But I have been carrying this darkness since before your mothers drew their breath. I have been a widow's silence, I have been a patient death. Can you taste it now? What I'm tasting off you. Can you feel it now? That cold thing at the back of your mind. That is not the storm. That is me. That has always been me drinking. And then from below, that voice. That voice I have hated for 40 years. Rally to me, men of the mark. Rally to me, for the mark, for the mark, for the mark. God, I hate that voice. God, I hate that cry. God, I hate what it does to men, makes them willing to die. For the mark that took my husband, for the mark that took my son, for the mark that left me nothing when the dying was done. For the mark, for the mark. Then let it burn, let the hate burn clean and cold. Let it lift me past the pain now, past the ache of being old. Nothing left of what rose to bring me to my knees. My hands are still gray with her ashes. My hands are still gray with her ash. My granddaughter rides in the darkness, and I am not done. Done! When June unfastens the green hill gate, we run to the bramble and laugh too late. Blue hands stained by the sweetest stain, bare feet dashing through warm rain. We fill our pails by the hedgerow seam, red beets shining like a harvest stream. Mother calls from the linen line, come home, before dusk time. But the creek says wait, and the reeds lean near. Every small brown face turns bright with cheer. Summer, summer, berry bowl. Summer, summer, take us whole. Berries on our fingertips, berry bowl. Joy with every sugar kiss. Down by the water the minnows flash. We plunge our heels and we make a splash. Little ones chasing the silver pool, old nets waiting by the mossy pool. My brother casts from the alder root, thin lines singing for a shy fish shoot. Then we hide where the willow bends, count to 10 and be found again. Shh, the creek runs clear and the sun runs long. Even little hearts can grow so strong. Summer, summer, berry bowl. Summer, summer, take us whole. Berries on our fingertips, berry bowl. Joy with every sugar kiss. Summer, summer. Are set in the common room, and the night leans in with the honeyed bloom. 2 old cups and a shared small smile can turn one glance into a while. By the firefly path, hand in hand, a baker's daughter and a fisher's man. They speak so soft, they speak so near, like the dark itself might bend to hear. Hush now, listen close to the night leaf song. Even grown hearts wander where the bright days belong. A thumb brushes lace, a sleeve finds a sleeve, and the whole room knows what the warm dusk leaves. Summer, summer, berry bowl. Summer, summer, take us whole. Berries on our fingertips, berry bowl. Joy with every sugar kiss. Summer, summer, creek song blue. Summer, summer, me and you. Hide and seek till stars appear. Hide and seek. Then love walks home through firefly dear. Summer, summer.
Hey, alright, you should be able to hear me. So, once again, we're back to Ironmark. Oh, shit, I should have done something in that 10 minutes. Oh, well, but, guess we're gonna work on, countries and races some more today. Because races are a fun one. And, always gotta have the races. Whew, wow, it's freaking hot today. It's 102. 102 feels like 110. Gotta have that. But anyway, hopefully everybody's doing good. I can't see anybody's chat yet because I don't have everything completely set up. Because I might have just, fucking off for a little bit. That's why I do the 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, hey. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's a lazy Tuesday day. Usually I don't know. I'll turn my mic up a little. That's about it. That's me. That's issues with me. Let's see if properties I can pop it up a little bit. No, sorry, man. It's part of it is me. My voice isn't that good anymore, and my headset is doing the best it can. But I will double check the settings just for you. Output device, input device. Oh, man. It is a hot day where I live, but it's good to hear from everybody. Well, we'll try this, see if that helps a little bit. It might help a little bit. Hopefully it does. All right, but we are planning on working on more on species. Now, let's bring up Ironmark. Sitting here without a shirt. Kind of looking at my side in the mirror. It's like, oh my god. There's so many scars on my side now. You see where they cracked my rib cage so they can get their hand in there. Anyway, it's one of those days when I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling just a tad bit injured. Anyway, let's open up the advanced race guide again, because that's what we're going to be using. Now, for one thing, I didn't get around to making the PDF that I was going to because of reasons. Mainly, it was hot in the house. I didn't feel like sitting on the computer. My daughter went to the store and brought me back a 6-pack of Pepsi, and the ice is refilled in the refrigerator, so I'm sitting here drinking iced Pepsi. Tried to convince my wife to use the slushy machine that we bought like 2 years ago, which things we get a lot of use since the grandkids summer, but to make me Pepsi slushies, but she won't. Nobody loves oily Homer. Yeah, I know. Completely out of duct tape scar. Yeah, that's how I feel some days. It saved my life. Man, was it painful. It was very much the how much do you want to live? Anyway, let's see. I also want to do a little bit of racial work. Now, for that, mostly what we've got is the... Oh, you notice I got Cityscape in here. But, double check, make sure you can see it. Okay, good, you can. Alright, just want to double check, make sure we had everything up, because last time I was working, you weren't able to see what I was working on. Alright, I'm at the Game Mastery guide, so hey. And we're going to grab Ultimate Campaign, because that's got stuff in it. Whew, wow, that hurts. Oh, I'm going to take a pain pill. So, guess the stream runs for 2 hours. Or until my pain pills knock my dick in the dirt. Whichever comes first. And you call for a refill on them. It's like, yay, 250 milligrams of tramadol. For nerve pain. They did a nerve pain test. It's they actually do it for when you have to have long-term opioids or long-term painkillers, because they can test nowadays to see how much pain you're in. And so they stuck those needles in. They turned that shit on. And it sounded like a Geiger counter in Fallout if you were in the pit. And the doctor went, well, he said you're only at 3. I'm like, it's 3. What do you want? Kingdom building. Okay. So you got campaign systems, got a ton of stuff, but taxation, retraining, retirement, but kingdom building. This kingdom building rules mostly in Ultimate Campaign are there for players. Huh, I could have sworn I heard somebody behind me. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm trying to make them, somewhat balanced, but just I should make them somewhat balanced because not because I'm not worried about balance. I've never been worried about balance. Uh, your campaign's balance is not my problem because a lot of people couldn't balance their way out of a garbage bag. Customizing your game disasters. Alright, let's see. Creating a world building. Let's see. Huh. Doesn't really have anything in here, so we're gonna have to go to what we were using earlier. Come on, let's see. Well, Builder's Guidebook. Kingdoms 42. But probably sitting on 43, and it is. All right. Now, we've established that some of the cultures are absolutely batshit insane. Sick from the heat. So it's like maybe today isn't a good day. Alright, we already rolled all this up. We got a lot of stuff already rolled. Let's check. What about you? A little bit. Oh, quite a bit actually. Meritocracy, ruled by the military, neutral good. Okay, let's check on you. Alright, we got a fun guy here. So, we need a name, so kingdom names again. Let's go with Tomapia. Pop goes the neck. So, back up here. No. We'll use this mysterious note that we got floating around. And Tomapia Kingdom. Man, it's hot and fucking miserable here. I'm hoping that around 3 or 4 hours from now, the HVAC guys will get here. I'm afraid I'm going to need parts. I'm seriously worried about it. Because needing parts nowadays is terrible. Yeah, I just realized we don't have very many human kingdom images. There we go. Alright. Guess we go with not Sumeria. Desert. So, desert, we're probably going to find humans. Of course. Elves don't like the desert. Neither do dwarves. Let's see. Uma, no. Uma need too much water. Rat folk, yes. Cat folk. Of course, mouse girls. Maybe gnomes. Hell, dwarves. There we go. So, Let me put humans at about 70%. Rat folk, 6%. 4%. Actually, I think our mouse girls will be sitting at about 9%. Gnomes, 2%. So we got 11, 15, 21. So we got 4%. Let me put the hill dwarves at 3%. Other 1%. And we're good. All right. Yeah, always multiplying and biting everyone. That's what you got to do is run out and bite people. Just do it. Just bite someone for no reason. All right, let's see what they got for fun. What do we got? Well, everything is slow today. 67, European Dark Ages tech. And put that Samaria for archaeology. Ooh, cool breeze. Yay. The cool breeze for a second. That's sweet. Yeah, people have asked me, oh, isn't it a problem? You know, it's like, one time I was in an area with oil wildfires, and sometimes you had to be masked because it was that thick. Western and southern. Yeah, those fucking fires were bad. Anyway. Is that an exclamation point? Yes, it is. Gotta love copy paste. All right, Tech and Society. All right. Move down a little bit. Huh. 79. Okay. Races live in I spell that wrong. Separate communities with the exception of mouse girls. Because as we determined, the mouse girls are still very, very, oh dearie me, but they're also prim and proper. Alright, let's set up another one. Uh, 43. That should be interesting. 43, we're sitting at the Dark Ages again for tech. Dark Ages, tech, and social. Alrighty then. Oh, there's that cold breeze again. Yeah, gotta love it. Government. What's the kind of government they have, boys and girls? '62. Ooh, a matriarchy. Matriarchy. Now, here's the thing. A lot of, we already determined that Ironmark are just going to piss people off. Because there are going to be, I seriously thought about if you roll a female character, you take a -2 strength. Just to be an ass. But then, +1 to con, +1 to dex. I mean, watch gymnasts. I mean, so I really thought about it. I'm still thinking about it, but because that way I can have ones where the males. I mean, look at like rat folk. We determined that the males are smaller, a lot smaller. We're talking a female rat girl is probably easily 5 feet, where the males are only about 4. I think they're a little smaller, but anyway. But let's go with the matriarchy. It'll be fun. We'll see. But we're going to give it a separate role. That way we can see if there is an additional government that the matriarchs run. 65. Oh, come on. Ooh. Militaryocracy. Officers and ability are female only. We can have a little bit of fun with that. Let's get an alignment. 9. Ooh. Lawful good. Fuck it. We're gonna make it neutral good at best. Alrighty then. What's their situation? Unusual laws. Usual laws. Human males are collared and considered property of the state or noble family. They have little to no legal rights and are used for farming, ranching, construction, and more. Polyamory is polyamory. Polyamory is standard. Birth rate is 5 males to 1 female. Another oddity is high magic sorceress. And often some females will have iridescent, smooth scales down the spine, spread in a V on the forehead, across the top of the breasts and shoulders. All sorceresses and witches have this. There we go. Now you got something new. Blam. I decided to give ourselves some art because we don't really have art for the human stuff yet. So let's do a little art. Oh, man. Gotta say, it's a hell of a day. Alright. Sumeria looking city with men and women in Sumerian clothing. The women have iridescent, smooth scales across the breasts and shoulders. Show a female sorceress with glowing runes beneath her skin with rich Sumerian clothing. Have multiple men kneeling at her feet wearing only white cotton thin togas. Boom, let's see what the AI gives us. Because, why not? Why is the prompt blocked? Oh, breasts, that's why. Yep, breast, the word breast. Fucking AIs nowadays, I swear to God. And see, we're running D&D, so Adobe buildings are not a bad thing. I mean, they built some amazing shit out of Adobe brick. Yeah, I said boobies and it freaked out. Yeah, anyway, let's give them a better picture. Move this, choose file. We didn't used to be. I seriously think the restrictions to AI are gonna fuck us. Look at that. That's definitely a noble woman. I hate, oh God. T-shirt here has heard me rant since the early 2000s about how much I hate the hovel approach to D&D. How everybody basically lives in mud and dirt and the color brown and nobody has any color. This, let's we'll show it briefly before we'll show it briefly, but this is a Minoan noblewoman, an artist representation of a Minoan noblewoman. The color purple made her obviously nobility. Gold thread, jewelry, and of course, because she's Minoan, tits hanging out. Because that's how they rolled back then. And they would do that to show how pale their skin was, because they were priestesses and nobility, and their boobs were alabaster, where people who worked outside were brown. It's interesting that in the Minoan society, pink nipples were valued. Pink nipples were valued higher than brown or red. It went almost colorless, pink, then red, then brown, then black. So, beauty standards of the day. Alright, so we got another kingdom. We're slowly getting some ideas here of what we're looking at. So, edit this. And select our, where is that? It should be all the way down here. Champia Kingdom. There we go. Blam. Hello. Alright. Give me another one. Leithia. Aslergry. This area. Oh, I like this area. This area's got a nice ring to it. Huge problem with technological stagnation. Oh, God. He's a hack. He's always been a hack. He's a draft dodging hack. He's a big, fat, draft dodging hack. He worked he worked doing menial clerk work as a conscientious objector to avoid the draft. Which is why I think he doesn't need to be bad mouthing Papa Tolkien, because at least Papa Tolkien went. And it's like, get that name out of your fucking mouth, fat boy. Okay. Alright, let's start with cultural characteristics. Percentage. Can I see the percentage, sir? Okay, 9, African. Absolutely not. Okay, I will bring this up since it's buried in another stream. If the rules come up African and to some extent Arabic. No. Nope. I'm not getting canceled by a random roll of the dice. I know how this shit works. I try to depict anything that isn't fucking Wakanda, and I'm going to have people climbing up my ass. No thanks, I got a doctor. I don't need somebody climbing up my ass. So we'll roll again. Ooh, we got the clouds coming in. Alright. So although Africa could come up with a very diverse and interesting setting, T-shirt was around then. Guy was on N-World and a couple other places talking about he was doing Africa Die 20. And he would let us see snippets of it, and it looked goddamn fascinating. I mean, yeah, the technology was actually set in the African technology eras of pre-colonial. And he had redone some magic and some spells, and he had artwork. And all of a sudden, people went on a crusade against him on N-World. Absolutely attacking him constantly. Emailing him death threats, treating him like shit, accusing him of being a racist. It turned out that he was Nigerian, living in Nigeria and logging on and doing his work from a fucking cyber cafe. But it didn't matter. They shut him down because, he committed a heckin' racism, don't you know? Not your African... But yeah, I mean, he had like 300 pages, fascinating stuff, and he never released it. And it turned out that the people who were attacking him were friends of people who made some really shitty, stereotypical, the KKK would be embarrassed by it, African source books. Anyway. Not Persia. Not Persia would be fascinating to do. Yeah, we'll do not Persia. Alright, so. Not Persia. The Persian kingdoms were something else. I mean, if you want to get your history from 300, you may not realize just how fucking interesting it is. But if you got just your history from 300, you know that holy shit, they had like ogres and shit. Which is funny. But, yuck. Wow. But, anyway. So, gotta have Persia. Gotta have at least one Persian country. Persia was a powerhouse. Now we're going to go pre-Arabic conquest. The Arabic conquest of Persia was a loss for the world. But, anyway, just a second. Wow. Sorry, I had one of those stupid little heat mites, heat bugs, little tiny, almost like a fruit fly, but they only show up when it's super hot. And one was flying into my ear. Had to get it out. Yeah. Anyway. Now my ear feels hot. But anyway. Now, let's see. So we got not Persia. Persia has some interesting stuff. And Bronze Age Persian clothing. Okay. Bronze Age Persian. Now, Kevin Crawford. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how they only climbed up the African dude's ass, huh? Of course, that was early N world, wasn't it? Early N world was fun, but anyway. Oh damn, that's good. It's a nice picture, but it suffers from, look, everything's made out of dirt. Persian rugs were prized. God, Persian rugs were prized for being Persian rugs up to the 70s. I don't even think Persian rugs are made anymore. Anyway. So, let's roll some more dice. You got an 80? No, 38. Alright. Common communities, separate districts. Alright. Common communities, separate districts. Some are second class. Are they? They didn't cancel me. I got pissed off at the fact that Hellhound and Eric Noes fucking kept almost every fucking dime from what I wrote for him. And Hellhound fucking accepted and did the contract, but never placed it on sale for N-World on RPG Now, meaning I couldn't resell it myself. I got pissed and flounced off. Fucking Jason Bowman. Fucking. Him and Jason Parent. God, me used to be tight with the dude who founded Paizo back in the day. Talk about a long time ago. These guys are full-blown Dark Ages. But yeah, me and T-shirt here. We're old school villains. We've been around for a long time. There we go. Yeah. God, it's hot funny how many people fucking turned against their friends. Thankfully, I'd quit, told everybody to go fuck themselves, told everybody to eat a dick and walked off. Because, fuck you, eat a dick. I mean, I get it being about the money. You know, money pays the bills. But I didn't appreciate the way some of us got treated. Anarchy. Running a oligarchy. Now, gynarchy is different than a matriarchy. A lot of people don't realize that there. Matriarchy, it's usually the eldest females. So we screwed up, but hey, you know what? Don't care. They're running a oligarchy. That was the big part, was trying to grab your stuff and use it, publish it, and then try to cut the money from you. Or trying to cancel you because they think that they always acted like it was a zero sum. Everything was zero sum. That you couldn't work together. That you couldn't, you couldn't support each other and everything. And God, it was so fucking annoying. And I was willing to work with and for anybody. I mean, but no, I knew what my sin was. My sin was I expected to be fucking paid. I want to know where my money was. The big thing that really, really took it out of it for me was took it out of it for me was when the RPG Now leaks. Somebody leaked, some asshole leaked the sales database from RPG Now, and all of a sudden, people who were told that their book hadn't even made $100 were suddenly like, "Where's my money? Where is my money?" And that's what really started the big wave of cancellations. The initial wave of cancellations were about money. Well, I don't know. There was the 2003 where, of all people, Jason Parent fucking led the charge about getting rid of ads and artwork with good-looking women in them, calling it cheesecake and everything. God, he was such a fucking tool. He was a huge fucking tool. Okay, we had already determined that the Kelake Kingdom was formed out of the second collapse of the Rekar dynasty, then the Rekar Empire. As such, a lot of the older buildings still follow the construct style of the Rekar dynasty, or Rekar Empire. Ooh. Oh God, even way back when, yeah. It was Jason Parent and a few others who came onto Endworld and just out of the blue began demanding that the 3 ebooks, and I still remember they demanded that everyone use they, to no longer use male and female, he and she, girl and boy, man and woman. Everybody must be referred to as they in the books. In your books, you have to refer to everybody as they. And that they also did a big push it. There's no difference between men and women. I remember fighting that shit. I was like, there is not a woman on earth that is as strong as an equally fit man. Now, Jason Parent was a bisexual. I remember he went to jail, but I don't remember why. So I know he was Canadian. So there you go. Old hellhound. Oh, he's such a fucking. He personally ripped me off. Yeah, he ripped me off really good. He stole a lot of money from me. From me and Michael Chapin both. He stole a shitload of money from us. Between Endworld and Something Awful and The Forge, gaming got absolutely fucking stomped in the early 2000s. Okay, we're coming up on an hour. I'm gonna go use some throat spray and We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
I smelled the ash before I saw the hill, the sweet sick smell that every witch-born knows, the blood and char that hangs in cold air still, the kind of smell that never really goes. The writer didn't speak, he'd said his piece. He just wrote on and let the smell explain. And something in me that had wanted peace stepped back and never will come back again. Oh, what they've made of my daughter's home, blackened timber, blackened stone. The crow won't land, the dog won't come, and every door is hanging wrong. The gatepost told me what the York filth makes. Her husband's head, her son's head too, side by side. Her boys reduced to bloody heads on stakes. Good boys who didn't run and didn't hide. I did not weep, I had no weeping left. I cataloged what I would make them pay. Each face a debt, each stake a claim of theft, each one a name I'd speak on a reckoning day. Oh, what they've made of my daughter's home, blackened timber, blackened stone. The crow won't land, the dog won't come, and every door is hanging wrong. She was on the porch, the way she'd fallen. She'd been trying to get back inside, back to the children. Even at the end she was trying. I put my hand on her cold hand. I said the things I should have said 3 years ago. I said them anyway. The dead can hear, the dead can hear. And then I heard it underneath the silence and the grief. A small sound, thin as smoke, alive, too small for disbelief. The old dog lying still, but breathing yet, his great grey body curled against the cold. And underneath him, wrapped in blood and sweat, the fair-haired one, not yet a season old. I took her up, she knew me, God, she knew me. That old blood doesn't lie, it doesn't sleep. I held her just a moment, then gave her to the rider's arms to keep. Then I turned my face into the eastern wind, and I opened up the things I keep locked down. I called the lightning by its oldest name, and I burned the grief into the ground. Hear me through your hills, you sons of slaughter. Hear me through your fires and your bone. You killed my daughter, you killed her babies. Now I'm coming to collect what's sold. I am 3 days ride and I am walking. I am every curse that holds its breath. I am what she gave up to be human, and I am so much older than your death. I will salt the ground beneath your heart trees. I will speak your true names to the flame. I will learn the face of every mother who ever bore a child with your clan's name. And I will find you, and I will find you. I will find you, I swear.
storm came off the bog. Green teeth at the gate and mud on every log. But Hetty at the porch rail with a broom and iron pan said, if you want my yard, boys, come take it if you can. Her son had a splitting maul, her daughter had a pole. The goblins came in snarling for the hens and beetroot row. They leapt up through the nettles, they clambered at the stairs. But Hetty raised a lantern and laughed right in their ears. Then the young girls in the house started singing clear and high, through the shuttered window panes like sparks against the sky. Hold fast, the whole old beams replied, and every goblin footstep lost its nerve outside. For the mark, drive them from the yard. For the mark, strike them hard, strike hard. Hetty on the porch and the children at her side. For the mark, let the cowards run and hide. The first one slipped on turnip peel, the second caught the rake. The third met son and daughter and learned what iron makes. They tumbled through the mud bank like sacks in a threshing round, and the girls inside kept singing till even the rafters rang out proud. Then the young girls in the house started singing clear and high, through the shuttered window panes like sparks against the sky. Hold fast, the whole old beams replied, and every goblin footstep lost its nerve outside. For the mark, drive them from the yard. For the mark, strike them hard, strike hard. Hetty on the porch and the children at her side. For the mark, let the cowards run and hide. By dawn the lane was empty, the crows went back to sleep. The broken pots lay shining where the goblin boots did creep. Then the teenage girl took saddle with her hair still pinned in braids, and rode hard to the village green through morning's cold gray haze. To arms, for the mark, to arms, strike them hard, Hetty on the porch and the children at her side. To arms, for the mark shouted wide.
Hooray, we're back. That helped a little bit. Alright, where were we, boys and girls? Okay, we're about to start rolling. Let's do a couple die 100s. Alright. So, right now the current looks like 33. Egyptian. You know, I love Egyptian, but we already have not Egypt. We've already got Aztec, Incan. You know, we can do another Egyptian. Egyptian architecture. let's see here. And then completely intermixed. Population is completely intermixed. All right. I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm starting to get a heat headache. But, All right. Yeah, it's heat's starting to get to me. Support the increasing. Train appear allowing something like increased production. Oh. All right. Concentrating wealth and power in towns instead of noble estates. Instead of noble estates. Okay, let's see. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I need to get my core temperature down a little bit. Maybe lay down for a little bit too. 88.73. We have a republic. Egypt, not Egypt, with a monarchy republic. Monarchy republic. The only problem with having this is immediately everybody wants to do England. But it's like, no, that's not what we're doing here. Alright, we'll get a little bit more and then we're done. Yeah. What? Welcome home. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be done. It's too hot to sit next to my computer. It's too hot to sit where my computer is. So, I hope everybody has a good day. I hope that people enjoy the warmth in the week. And we will see you all on Thursday. So, everybody have a good week, and I will see you Thursday.
When June unfastens the green hill gate, we run to the bramble and laugh too late. Blue hands stained by the sweetest stain, bare feet dashing through warm rain. We fill our pails by the hedgerow seam, red beets shining like a harvest dream. Mother calls from the linen line, come home, before dusk time. But the creek says wait, and the reeds lean near. Every small brown face turns bright with cheer. Summer, summer.